Hi folks and friends on YouTube. Thanks for being here. I'm Still Dreaming is my channel. And in this video I want to finish reading the letter that I got last week from Robert Kennedy Jr. So I'm just going to pick up where I left off. The last video that I uploaded was the first part of the letter. So this is the second part of the letter from Robert Kennedy Jr. So, okay, so it says, they're running scared of the growing populist movement you and I represent. Define the right versus left divisions we have in America. Define the right versus left divisions we have in America. It's no surprise Biden and the Democrats and Trump and the Republicans are spending millions of dollars every day on expensive advertising and those slick, oversized mailers throwing mud and personally attacking me and Nicole. Biden and Trump know the American people don't want a 2020 rematch. Polls show 2/3 of all registered voters don't want a rematch of Biden and Trump on the November ballot. I'm the only presidential candidate in the history who has pulled ahead of both major party candidates in key demographics, independents and young people. Even NBC, who never gives me favorable coverage, had to report on a poll showing 34% of Americans would consider voting for me. In a three-way race, 34% support is enough to win the presidential election. Under our electoral system, in 48 of the 50 states, the candidate with the most votes in a state wins all of the electors from that state. Let's say on election day in Pennsylvania, the results look like this. RFK Jr. 36%, Trump 33%, Biden 31%. In this example, I would receive all of Pennsylvania's 20 electoral votes, and I could do this in state after state and win the presidency. Current polls show 20% of Americans have not heard of me or know I'm running for president. What this tells you is that while we have a lot more work to do to spread the word about my campaign and about my running mate Nicole, the good news is we have a tremendous amount of headroom to grow. The fact is virtually everybody in our country knows that President Biden and President Trump are running, so they have little room to grow their supporters. In fact, Trump's dilemma is converting Republican never-Trumpers like Nikki Haley voters into his supporters. Biden's dilemma is his sinking poll numbers and figuring out a way to recapture his traditional supporters in the face of serious doubts about his mental fitness for the job. That's good news for my campaign for president. Americans are looking for an alternative candidate. I am that candidate. Also, don't forget that all of the pollsters exclude those whom they consider unlikely voters. Based on historical records, they consider young people highly unlikely to vote. But why is that? Because younger people have felt there was nothing to vote for. If pollsters are wrong, and they have been for decades, then young voters can make a huge difference in a tight election. They could provide the decisive margin of victory. And for people under the age of 45, hardly young, they overwhelmingly support my campaign. During the civil rights movement and the anti-war ferment, young people who previously had little interest in voting began voting in great numbers, and they changed the national debate. Young people are dismayed by Biden and Trump, who are saying the same things from 4 years ago and offer no new ideas. People under 45 understand that if things don't dramatically change, they're not going to live the American dream, afford their own homes, or get a higher paying job. Young people want somebody who will listen to them, and I am doing just that. Together, you and I can show the political establishment that Americans this time around are not going to be manipulated again by fear. This time around, Americans can vote for a candidate they actually do want to see as their president. That's why your continued support is so vital, so we can get the word out to even more people. I'm running to declare our independence from the tyranny of the corruption that robs us of affordable lives, our belief in the future, and our respect for each other, and I need your help. You see, I can't take this fight all the way to Washington, all the way to the White House without you. Your continued support and a special gift today will help us finalize our 2024 game plan to win the White House in November. Okay, so that's just giving me like instructions, because I got this like thing to fill out with the return envelope. So your best gift today, I'm down here now. Your best gift today will help us know exactly what we'll have available financially as we finalize our campaign strategy to get the Kennedy-Shanahan name on every ballot, organize the ground game, and the best get out the vote drive. Okay, so that's more about donations. So this is the end of the letter now. So whether you can give up to the maximum of $6,600 per candidate, or if you can give $33,300 or even $30, please consider your best gift today. Regardless of how much you're led to give, thank you in advance for your generous support. With thanks, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. P.S. I'm running for president as an independent candidate because I want to change the way we do politics, and because I want to make a difference for hard-working Americans like you. Together, you and I can let the political establishment know we are not going to be manipulated again by fear. Instead, you and I are motivated by the issues that will help every American. Okay, guys, that's the end of the letter. So, this letter, there's a part of this letter that's obsolete because since this letter was, generated, Biden stepped down and how shall I say, they slipped in Kamala Harris. So anyways, tomorrow I'm going to open this package. I got this in the mail the other day, and it's Kennedy merchandise. It's a flag that I'm going to put in front of my house. So apart from that, I was just going to give a quick show of my front yard, because in my other video I took video to share that I was having a yard sale in my backyard because I was trying to help my tenant, Miss Lydia, part with a lot of her personal things that she acquired over the years, but she's going to be living in a little trailer in my backyard now, so she doesn't have room for any of this. So I ended up moving the yard sale from the backyard to the front yard, so I'm actually in my front yard. My street's pretty quiet because I don't have any neighbors in front of me. I have neighbors to the right and to the left, and I have neighbors in the backyard, but I don't have any front-facing neighbors. So that's the upside. The downside is people tend to speed on this street because there's no speed bumps, and I don't know. That's kind of a little bit of a problem. Anyway, so I was having a yard sale. So this is what Lydia has left. These items here. So it's starting to get dark now. So I just have this tarp that I bring out, and I cover my tables with this big tarp that I have. So this is what is left of Lydia's, this kitchenware stuff, and then that kind of decor stuff over there. And then these tables, I still have all the tables and a bar stool chair and some pictures, a little bit of seasonal Halloween printer, and then books. So anyways, I guess I'm gonna close my video for now. Oh, yeah, before I close my video though, I had seen that somebody had put a comment on a post on my Facebook page, and the comment was that they kicked Bobby off the ballot in New York. And right away, as soon as I read that comment, I went to social media to see if I could find anything about that, and I couldn't. I wasn't able to find anything about that, so I'm gonna close my video now and go finish making dinner, and then see if I can find anything on social media. If it's true, I'm not gonna lie, that's somewhat disheartening. Not somewhat, that's very disheartening. So anyways, all right, you guys, I'll see you in the next video, and let's go to the White House with Bobby. Bye.